G'day everyone, welcome back to another video. Now, I just had everyone going crazy, commenting on my videos that One Nation is leading in the polls. They've just smashed it. They're the leading party in Australia, taking out Labor. So I ran to this video. I haven't watched it yet. Let's check out the results together and see what's happening with One Nation.
We have more breaking news for you now with a massive political disruption tonight. A news poll released just moments ago reveals One Nation is now the most popular party in the country, leapfrogging Labor in primary support. Let's go straight to our political editor, Charles Croucher in Canberra. Evening, Charles. What do the numbers look like?
Evening, Pete. It's a new Redbridge poll for our colleagues at the Australian Financial Review that shows One Nation is leading all parties for the first time.
Ooh.
This poll was taken in the wake of the budget and shows Labor dropping 3 points. Pauline Hanson, the benefactor, with One Nation now on 31.
There we go. Primary vote. Most Australians will vote One Nation. That just shows you what is happening in this country. People are ready. They want change. They just seen by this budget, Labor just screwed over any chance of anyone ever making any money in this country under their leadership. They refuse to use resources. They refuse to use our manufacturing. They don't want it. They just want to tax the working class, import the third world for votes, and think it's going to get you across the line. But it's not going to happen. Australians are joining together because now you can't even invest in this country without Labor taxing it off you. So what is the point of trying to make anything? What's the point of the Australian dream? There isn't any point. Crime is through the roof. There's no houses. Labor refuses to listen to the majority of Australians that we want change, we want safety, we want security, we want to use our resources instead of this net zero garbage that they keep pushing. Yet this budget just was the nail in the coffin because they got rid of any rich voters they had left. Thinking that they're going to get tax cuts, they completely abolished that. So now not even the rich want to vote for Labor. The working class have left them a long time ago. Now the rich are leaving them. One Nation is the future. This is what Australians want. They want that country back. It's not racist to stick up for your country anymore. That is finished. And the woke agenda, the mainstream media must be freaking out right now.
Just 1 in 5 respondents preferring the coalition there at 20. Two-party preferred, Labor leads One Nation, but it was just a 10-point gap previously. It is now just a 2-point gap.
Charles, if an election were held today, where does One Nation actually stand in terms of their chase for power?
Yeah, Pete, well, polls aren't votes, we know that, but if this trend...
But the polls did turn into results in the last few elections, didn't they? It proved that the polls were correct. If not, One Nation did even better. Look at Farah.
Continues, then One Nation can absolutely win seats. They've proven that already, and if they win enough seats, then the prospect of a 2 or 3 party coalition becomes possible. There is a long time before the next election, but Pauline Hanson is now openly discussing the top job, while the Prime Minister and his deputy looks to friends on the international stage.
So there you go. One Nation coming up. The top primary vote. That means most people are going to put them at the top of their votes. This is massive. And Pauline Hanson has been talking about, I'm going to maybe run for Prime Minister now. She never thought about it before. She said, oh, we'll see. But now she's like, yeah, maybe I will go down to the lower house. We will try and take government because Australia is ready. And imagine another 2 years of this government. Imagine another 2 years of Labor. How much more support One Nation is going to get. Because the Labor government only know how to tax people. They don't know how to generate wealth. And they're importing people for votes and control. And it's dividing everyone more than ever. We're getting so many radicals in the country. They're even letting terrorists, ISIS brides back in the country. So of course, Australians are sick of it. Like, that is awesome. Finally, people are waking up. It only had to hurt the rich people's pocket before they woke up as well. But it's not even rich people. Shouldn't be saying that. It's just anyone who wants to buy a house now is screwed. You know, anything. Any Australian that wants to buy some stocks, growing up, trying to save up some money, trying to invest in something is screwed. All the supers are screwed because Labor wants to take it all. They even want to take 30% when you die, as we've gone into over and over again. But it's good. It's the best news I've heard. One Nation is here. Thank you all so much for speaking up for Australia again. Like I said, it's not racist to want your culture, want your people again, want Australian pride. Like, they are trying to say people to come here and don't assimilate and that we're the problem. And that's where Labor messed up. They thought Australians were weak. We'll just roll over and let this Labor government turn us into a communist dictator, socialist government. But we are not. We are voting. We want freedom. When there's a mass attack on a beach, a terrorist attack, they blame the guns. They blame the far right, which is just common sense Aussies. They want to address radical Islam. And we know we're not far off another one. Another radical attack with what the Labor government lets in our country and doesn't vet anyone. They actually say it's discrimination to check who's coming in our country. Penny Wong, Tony Burke, Albo, they're all saying you can't check who's coming into the country. How can you keep us safe if you're not checking who comes in? Saying it's discrimination to judge each country. Well, some countries are run by terrorists and radical regimes. We should judge them. It's just absolute lunacy not judging them. But so much is going on. Crime is through the roof under Labor. Inflation is through the roof. They have the highest capital gains tax in the world. So no one can make any money either. There's no houses left. There's no infrastructure. You want to go to the hospital, there's nothing. Cost of living crisis. Everything is a crisis under the Labor government. Culture crisis. No social cohesion because they want to act like you can just flood the country with the rest of the world and everyone will just magically get along. That's not the way it works. That's not the way it works at all. When you're letting in cultures that don't want to assimilate, it was never going to work. But let's have a look at this. Absolutely amazing. Primary vote. One nation on top. Labor, see you later. Even with your imported voters, you still can't hold the top primary position. You are finished. Australians have woken up and we're going to keep sharing stuff like this to get the message out there. So thank you all for being here. Thank you for being on this journey to get our country back, get our pride back, get our patriotism back. We're not going to be run by these radicals anymore. We're going to stand up and take our country back. And that's why we're out here, we're voting and we're doing it. Now we might even take government in 2 years. We will see what happens. But no matter what, the wave is here. The orange wave is here. Australian pride is back. It's not racist anymore. So make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, join to be a member, show some extra support, and join the live streams every single night. If you're on Facebook, make sure you come over to YouTube and join the live streams. We have a lot of fun. We'll be celebrating. This is awesome. Thank you all so much for the support. Let's keep speaking up for Australia.